It's a busy day on the homestead today. I've already been out to the grocery store and an appointment. I already have dinner in the crock pot. I've emptied the dishwasher, so now I have some place to hide my dirty dishes. I'm going to run that. It's not completely full, but there's not enough there to put lunch dishes in or dinner dishes in. So I'll just end up with more hanging out on the counter. Okay. Today's the 1st of November. This is the beginning of the collaboration between Lynn at Bucket List Homestead and Annette at Our Urban Homestead and their Christmas collaboration called #HandmadeHomemadechristmas. I can do handmade. I'm very creative that way. I can do homemade. Same thing to me. And I'm going to start. I'd like to do as many videos as I can, so if you're up for it, hang around and watch the whole series that's coming. A daily video if possible. Now this runs until December 15th, so that's actually over 51 days, I think, and that's a lot of projects, or a lot of partial projects, and a lot of chit chat. But it's so worth it to be able to create gifts. And it doesn't have to be gifts. It can be still homemade. It can be homemade kitchen things. It could be homemade decor items. It could be all kinds of things. So stick around with me and join me for this journey. What do you craft? Leave me a comment below of what it is that you're creative with, or if it's cooking, what are your things that you're going to be cooking ahead of time? Are you making cookies and freezing them? Are you making pie shells and freezing it? Are you, what is it? Do you start ahead of time making breadcrumbs for your stuffing, or do you create crafts? Do you knit, crochet? I can't knit for the life of me. I hope to have other videos in the next couple of weeks as well. I'd like to start a series, but I have to come up with some ideas on what I'm going to fill my content with. That's not for the channel, that's for me to keep in my head. So, what am I doing here? Apple butter. I have a food mill. So I'm just I'm just chopping these apples roughly. I'm cutting off the bad spots and I'm just cutting them away from the core. The skins and all can go through the mill. I'm going to fill this crock pot and I'll come back in a few minutes. I have a lot to get done today. What do you do to pass the time while you're doing a mindless chore like folding laundry? I stand in front of the TV and I watch YouTube, of course. Folding laundry is boring. I'll come back when I'm done. There's always more laundry. Since I'm going to be doing Christmas crafting and handmade items, I might need these. If you don't know what this is, it's a mat for my Cricut, which is a die cutting machine. The material sticks to this and goes into the machine. These aren't sticky anymore, but I've seen some hacks on how you can clean them. I've tried using Dawn dish detergent, didn't help. I've tried using baby wipes, didn't help. But apparently Windex helps, so let's give that one a try. I already have replaced these, but if they don't need to be discarded, then I might as well see if I can rejuvenate them. Today really does seem to be about preparing to launch all of these creative activities I'm going to be doing. I will sit down here shortly and I will write a list of some ideas. Let's give this a whirl. Oh, look. Where it's still wet, it's not working. But over here where it's starting to dry, that's awesome. That's the best result I've had ever. Let's try this. See, it's not lifting. It's sticking a little, but it's not lifting. Let's see what I can come up with here. Oh, this one, the marker's coming off. The other one, the marker didn't come off. I've marked them that they're low tack because I could use these for certain projects and not for other projects. This is the very first Cricut mat I had. I've marked it with a number 1. So of course it's low tack. I've had my machine for a few years. Still dirty looking. Didn't get the dirt off of it. Oh, let it finish drying. Well, it's better than it was. Okay, what's next on my list? Oh yeah, a list. Come on over to the countertop come over to the tabletop with me. I feel like Santa about to go over the Christmas list. Except I'm the one writing it. First thing on my list is going to be to create myself a Christmas planner. I have a pretty cardstock design that holds a notepad inside of it, and you can put a calendar inside of it, and all kinds of things like that. And that's going to be number 1 on my list. Things that are going to take longer. There's a whole variety of things that I can create. I can put them under categories even. There's going to be the food basket type things. There's going to be the food for the freezer, like cookies. We are hosting this year. So I've got food basket, food freezer. I'm going to have ornaments as gifts. I'm going to have, and before long, I'd like to send out some greeting cards. So I need to have the greeting cards ready to go. And I can make greeting card gift sets. I can crochet hats, but I did that just a couple of years ago, and I know everyone is still using their hats, so I don't need to do that. I'm not very good at following a pattern anymore. I haven't crocheted much for years and years and years. So having a pattern is kind of a lost cause. I can crochet, that doesn't mean I'm good at it. I can make t-shirts. I can't do sublimation yet. I don't have the equipment, but I can do t-shirts with infusible ink, so they can be an iron-on, or I can iron on the vinyl fronts. I can do t-shirts. I can do mugs. I can do hats if I find some baseball caps or something. My family's not big on wearing ball caps, but I've got the equipment to do that. Tumblers or water bottles. So if I'm doing ornaments for gifts, I can also do ornaments for me. What else? Oh, stickers. And my granddaughter loves to color, so I think I might make up a coloring book for her. I swear I had a list that had 35 things on it. So that gets me started at least until I can find that sheet. I can go start working on some of these things. First things first, that Christmas planner. If I'm doing t-shirts and mugs, I'm going to need to purchase some blanks. So a blank t-shirt or a blank mug. And ball caps. Nobody in my family wears ball caps. I'm going to take that off the list. And I think everybody probably has enough tumblers. I do have some blanks, and maybe I'd like one for myself. All right, let's see where we can go from here. Food baskets. Well, that's going to be apple butter that I'm making today. That's going to be corn relish that I made weeks and weeks ago, and there's a video for that. And I'm going to put my charred salsa. I got the recipe from Hickory Croft Farm. Steph and Chris use this, and it is amazing. You char the tomatoes and peppers and garlic and onions on your barbecue or under the broiler in your oven, and then you make a salsa out of that. Oh my goodness, it is so delicious. It's just that smoky flavor just puts a different twist on salsa completely. It is amazing. Charred salsa. And I have some corn salsa too, or yep, corn salsa, corn and bean salsa. Throw a bag of scoops in with that, and you're good to go. I could also throw in some of the jellies I've done, but they're getting a little older now. I have lilac jelly, dandelion jelly. I could make elderberry jelly. My kids absolutely go crazy for elderberry jelly. Oh, something else I had on my list was I'm going to write DIY skincare. I love my essential oils, and I can make up some hand cream, lip balm, face moisturizer, or bath bombs, hair masks, all kinds of things that I can make up. I've got dozens upon dozens of recipes I can draw from. So DIY skincare could be a nice gift. Most of my friends that I would give them to have cats, so I would make a point of making them cat friendly. I gotta get started. But I have enough things to do in the house already today. That laundry's running. The dishwasher's gonna need to be emptied soon. What else? Oh, we have guests coming on the weekend, so I need to make sure that the guest room is ready instead of having printers and squash and all kinds of things stored in it. All right, I'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for sticking around.